Good morning, everyone. It's 7/2/2020, and I want to share this article with you that I come across the other day. Holy Spirit was telling me that the Lord's just getting started over there, and this story here is proof, but He's definitely not going to sit back. Like we said, He's got some surprises for all of these people that have got what they planned and stuff. He's not just going to let all this stuff just take place and not do nothing. Coronavirus-shaped hailstones. Coronavirus-shaped hailstone hits China. The Beijing Weather Observatory issued a yellow warning signal for thunder and lightning early on Thursday, but residents were shocked when the warning went out to include a rare summer hailstone. The hailstones were not particularly large, averaging about the size of ping pong balls, though this was sufficient to cause considerable damage, affecting more than 30,000 people and destroyed 12,000 acres of crops. Perhaps the most shocking aspect of the hailstones were photos on social media sharing oddly shaped hailstones powerfully reminiscent of the spiked shape of the coronavirus. The storm was unseasonable, and it was strangely fitting that the hail interrupted the Dragon Boat Festival. The festival is held on the 5th day of the 5th month. The 5th month is considered an unlucky month, and the 5th day is the bad day of every month. I believe this is the warning from the Lord that they're going to be judged and pay a heavy price for unleashing this virus on the world. And I was led to cover this story by the Holy Spirit, and He's just getting started. There was another video that I watched where in 4 lakes over there, fish were jumping up out of the water, and they said that they appeared to be scared, and the people there think that that's signaling that there's some disaster on its way there. And that was down in the southern part of China about 3 or 4 days ago, right after the storm and around the time of the storm. Next, U.S. coin supply shortage. Not a good sign as far as I'm concerned. Many businesses and stores are posting that the U.S. is currently having a coin shortage. Please use correct change, it says, or another form of tender if possible. As I say, one more sign that things are far from being normal right now, and that this may signal an all-digital currency only coming system, which is part of this other system and the vaccine and everything. And I'll cover some of this stuff in other videos coming up here. One person's video channel said that the video, we're going like 3 steps forward and 4 steps back, of course, economically. And the states that opened early, now they're having to close and everything. And even here in our state, the governor the other day was saying that we're at stage 4, we might have to go back to stage 3, which was the stay-at-home order again. And the restaurants were carry-out only, and some places were closed, like the hair-cutting places were closed completely. So they were trying to say in this video that they're using the virus now to cover an already collapsed economy. He said that since the virus started, there was one day that the market saw a record loss. And lastly, deception high alert. And like I said, I'll be talking a lot about that this month in July as we're seeing what we're seeing out there. Jeremiah 9:6, you live in the midst of deception, and in their deceit, they refuse to acknowledge me, declares the Lord. Jeremiah 17:9, the heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? Job 15:35, they conceive trouble and give birth to evil. Their womb fashions deceit. Psalm 5:6, you destroy those who tell lies, the bloodthirsty and deceitful, you, Lord, detest. Psalm 10:7, His mouth is full of lies and threats. Trouble and evil are under his tongue. And lastly, Revelation 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their place in the lake of fire, which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So, brothers and sisters, as I say, please don't believe all the lies that are being passed around right now. I mean, we started out in the middle of March here in Michigan, and the governor, I think it was March 22nd when she shut everything down, but it was below normal, temperatures here and everything. And naturally, that helped spread the virus and contribute to everything. But I saw 3 or 4 reports during that time in March and April that said heat and humidity affected and weakened the virus. And so as it got into summer and the warmer temperatures, that was supposed to weaken the virus and help, bring down the cases and all this other stuff. So here, like I said, we're in a heat wave for the next week, 94 to 96 degrees until things cool down. That should be affecting the virus, the heat and humidity here. And in some of the states that opened up, like Florida and Texas, same thing. They're continually getting warmer. And of course, Dr. Fauci said, well, if it gets cold in November, then it may get worse because of the cold weather. That's because heat and humidity affect the viruses, flu viruses, and everything else and weaken them. But we're not seeing that. We're seeing cases spiking out of control. And I think they want to keep the stuff going till at least after the election. And then they want to have mail-in elections. And we can talk about all that stuff in upcoming videos. But obviously, and I want to cover Dr. Fauci too, and some of this flip-flopping he's done since everything got started. Thank you, everyone, for watching.